Welcome back. A grandmother is turning her decision and journey of coming out to her grandchildren the focus of her new book.
Arlene Krantz is taking her experience as an opportunity to teach others, and she joins us. Arlene, thank you so much for coming.
Well, I'm so happy to be here. You know, freedom is really important for everybody. And now that the freedom to marry laws are being passed state by state, and Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, has come out, a lot of people are starting to think now, maybe it's time for me to do this. It's an important step in their life. Nobody wants to be in the closet. Nobody wants to not be themselves. You should be 100% of who you are. So I have 3 mistakes to avoid when you're coming out.
Okay.
So the first mistake to avoid, I call the Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay.
Now, Ellen DeGeneres came out in front of 40 million people on television. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want you to do that. I want you to come out in a place that's comfortable, not even in a restaurant. There's too many people. You don't know how the person you're telling is going to react. So you have to pick your place carefully. You don't need to be in front of 1 million people. The second one is the Mamma Mia. Now, you never tell a woman when she's hungry. Women, when they're hungry, they don't want to hear anything.
That
right?
would be me.
Is that right?
Tina?
But it's true. You know, so make sure they've had a great meal, that they're comfortable, give them a couple cookies, whatever, take them out. No alcohol, because we don't want that to interfere. But you do something like that, and then they'll be open to listen to you. And women come from their hearts, so hopefully they will understand what you're telling them and be supportive of you. And the third one is called the Elton John. Now, Elton John is all about his $1 million red piano, his funky glasses, and you don't need that either. You don't need to have that production where you have to be have grandeur. You just don't need to do that. Again, you need to find a place that's comfortable. Maybe it's in your house. Maybe it's in the person's house. But you have to do it where you feel comfortable, even though you think about them. But I have a special way of doing it. It's called the Pillsbury Doughboy Ploy.
Okay.
So what you do, you go to the supermarket and you get yourself a package of Pillsbury chocolate chip cookie. You cut them up, stick them in the oven, call whoever it is you want to come out to come over. They walk in and the smell of cookies are through the air, right? And of course they're like, oh, this is good, not wondering what you want to tell them. And as soon as the cookies come out of the oven, you come out of the closet.
That's a good analogy.
That's, you know, why not? You know, why not make it comfortable for everybody so that they feel good about themselves? Now, the formula that I have really is about the out formula, which is, to understand that you have to be who you are. You can't why keep your life away from the people that you love, people that you work with, people that you see, groups that you belong to? You don't have to make a big deal out of it, but at the same time, you know, you have to be yourself. You know, for me, being a business coach and talking, you know, I don't always talk about my wife. I have a wife of 19 years, and it's, you know, and I have grandchildren. I have 7 grandchildren and 2 daughters, and it's not discussion. It's how I live my life. But you also have to understand, is to understand that they may not like it, and they may not agree, and that's a tough one. But there's a group called PFLAG, PFLAG.com, and if you look them up in your area, they help parents and friends to understand what the person that's coming out is going through. And they're an excellent, excellent organization, and they've been around for years, and they're extremely supportive of the family and friends and workers and whatever. And the T is the trust that it's the right thing to do. How long are you going to stay behind that door in your closet? I figure closets are for my clothes. They are not for me. I do not want to be behind that door. I want to be in front. And again, it's not about always talking about it. It's like living your life. You live your life as if you're on here and you live your life like that. Whatever you do at home, it's part of your life. Everything you do is you're one big person.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
this is it.
And Arlene, I love the passion. You know what? That's what people need. They need someone to come in and say, you can be yourself, and that's what you do. And we want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing your book with us, and hope people go out.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
I love this. Make some cookies, everyone.
Yep. To learn more about Arlene and get her ebook, you can log on to her site, arlenekrantz.com.